announcements. Gee, I don't know what to say. Could you imagine Laura tongue-tied? Hard to believe. Welcome, everybody, to the show. But it's been a very long and tongue-tying day for me, so I'm kind of like worn out, and I didn't have a chance to take a break before the show. So this is going to be interesting, okay? It's going to be very, very interesting. Um, okay, we do have a couple of donations for this evening. That's great. Colita, I'll get you in a few moments. I just want to make a few announcements. Tonight's show, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Tonight's show is going to be doing live mediumship as well as life readings. That means about your own life. Mediumship means about connecting to the other side. And the readings will start about 10 to 15 minutes into the hour. This show goes for 1 hour. 7 p.m. through 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And after that, we're going to have a very exciting class, which is separate from the show. But if you want to join us for the class, I'll tell you why you might want to in a moment. You can do that by going to the website for this show. The reason you might want to join the class is because we're going to be doing soul art as a warm-up exercise for automatic writing. And automatic writing is a way to really unblock you so that you start to get a lot of creative information from your guides, from higher sources. And even if you're an artist or a writer or a musician or what have you, doing automatic writing is a very creative process and can help unblock you. So that will be at 8 o'clock and goes to approximately 9:30. There's a fee for this evening of $20. It is part of the June class, which is channeling for mediumship. We already have a couple of students in the class, but if you do want to join us on this class this evening, just go to the website for this show, which is spiritmediumtv.com, and item number 1B on that page will allow you to register for the class. Also, since I'm talking about the website for the show, which is spiritmediumtv.com, item 1B allows you. Oh, I think I just made a mistake. Item 1B allows you to jump to the top of the reading queue with a $5 donation. Item number 1B. And if I said that registration for the class is at 1B, I meant it's number 3 on that page. You can tell I'm a little tired. And I also have another goodie for you, 2 more goodies for you on that page, Spirit Medium TV. The first of which is a third off a 30-minute reading with me, which is obtainable on spiritmediumtv.com, item 1A. And the second of which is a real doozy, and I'm sure that you're just dying to do this, is you can watch the show live, which I thought was a nice thing to kind of finagle or set up. I really had to jerry-rig the system to do this. But if you want to watch the show live, watch me doing readings, and watch me make a fool of myself, funny faces, and show my age, just go to spiritmediumtv.com, and it's item number 2 on that page is a live video feed. And last week, I think on Monday night, no one could hear me, and I believe somebody by the name of, oh geez, the name's escaping me right now, told me, but I didn't see it till the end of the show. So if you cannot hear me on the live feed, please let me know. You can put it into the chat room on Blog Talk Radio. Just let me know. Okay, and then I'll see what the problem is. And I appreciate the person last week for letting me know, and I apologize for not acknowledging that sooner. Okay, so I like to start the show always with a little bit of the inspiration, I'll call it, if you will. And tonight I'm going to be talking about soul art. What the heck is soul art, and why would you want to do it? Why would I want to use it in any of my classes that I teach? Well, it's great because it's a way for you to allow your mood to express. So, for example, if you're listening to some beautiful music, some maybe new age music, some kind of dreamy music, and you had a pad and some colored pencils or crayons, or just a pen, or even a pencil, as the music moves you, so does your pencil over the paper, and you allow yourself to draw however you're feeling. And any kind of nonverbal communication or expression like that is extremely powerful for 2 reasons. The first of which allows your subconscious to begin expressing. So if you're bottled up in terms of feelings, when you start to do exercises that are nonverbal communications, it unblocks, it breaks down the dam to what your subconscious is thinking, feeling, or knowing. And psychologists could quite often use this, particularly in working with children. And then secondly, if you're trying to develop intuitively or creatively or psychically, it unblocks the dam to accessing that creative mind. And I have found that the intuitive mind is pretty much tantamount to the creative mind. You might have in your travels, each of you, noticed that quite often artist types, musicians, singers, painters, dancers, quite often they have no problem with this whole intuitive gig. They believe in it. Okay, they're intuitive people. Creativity and intuition are hand in hand. They work hand in hand. So if you are a creative type, you want to be more creative, then attend the class this evening or just do your own exercise. And I'm going to tell you how to do one right now. Again, just get yourself a pad and paper. Put some beautiful music on, some meditative music or something inspirational. It's better to do something that's a little bit moody and more new age than too fast. And just allow yourself to creatively be inspired and draw it. Literally draw it. Okay, draw what you get. You don't have to be an artist. This is not about being an artist. This is about expressing something through you in a nonverbal way, which is your autonomic nervous system, your subconscious mind. And as you get that flowing, you're going to find a lot of other information will come to you. For example, intuitive hunches, or even your ability to manifest becomes more unblocked if you were to do this. Okay, well, I'm going to start on our sessions this evening, our readings this evening. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and any of you that have made a donation, I just review that one more time, you will jump to the top of the reading queue. I created this method of being able to get to people because some people would complain that I never got to them. Okay, and I try my best, but I can't get to everybody. It's just not possible. So if you do have something that's a little more urgent, you do want to be spoken with today, then just go to spiritmediumtv.com, and item number 1B on that page will allow you to make a donation, and you will jump to the top of the reading queue. I will check that periodically. Towards the end of the show, I get to those that have not made a donation, and that's fine as well. Okay, I'm going to go to Colita, and then I will go to Susie. One moment, please. Colita. Colita?
Hi, Laura.
Hi, honey. How are things in Maryland?
It's about to be a thunderstorm. Thanks for asking.
Oh, have you been having very hot weather?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. I definitely got a tan.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, I just to tell you, over here in Florida, I don't know what's going on. I think Susie B is going to laugh very funnily at me. She's going to get a big kick out of this, but it is so oppressively hot. When I went out today, I don't know. I don't remember it ever being this hot before. Okay.
Oh yeah.
What can I do for you, my dear?
Thank you, Laura. I wanted to know, is my daughter on the right path? And basically, do you have any special numbers for me today?
What happened with those numbers last week? That was bizarre. I don't usually do things like that. I was like almost later on during my class, I had to apologize to the people in the class. Like, I don't do numbers, but they came out, so I gave them to you. Okay.
I paid them the same day.
What was that?
They came out the next day.
The numbers did come out. Oh, wow. That's so wild. Holy schmoly. Okay. I always get, well, that's it. Rule of thumb of being intuitive. Okay. So, is to give what you get. So, this is your oldest daughter. I'm hearing oldest. I don't know how many children you have. I think you have a son and a daughter, right?
Correct.
Okay. And that's all you have. Okay. And I also hear, as soon as I said that, that's enough. Okay. 2 children's enough for you. Okay. Is she trying to get into college or school or something? Because I hear something about she's going to get into school soon. Or is that you?
Well, I will be starting July the 1st. Jasmine's trying to get into the service.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, okay, so she's trying to get into the service. It looks like she is gonna get in. They are gonna accept her. Um, and it seems like there's something about her entry into the service that will be very honorable for her in some way. Let me just see, because maybe she excels in some area. Hold on, honey. She is going to get in, though. I don't know if you're uncertain about that. It looks like there's going to be a delay into her starting the service for some reason, either a program that she's going to be accepted into or something like that. But I get 2 to 3. I get that number a lot for you, don't I? Because that's the number I got last week. But this week is for the time into the service. 2 to 3 months from now, she'll actually be beginning. That could also mean that she's going to be taken in sooner, go through boot camp, and then start her active duty in 2 to 3 months. But I get 2 to 3 months is pivotal, excuse me, in her beginning this whole thing. Let me see what they want to do with her. For some reason or other, I get the colors navy blue and white. Does that mean she's going into the Navy? What branch is she going into?
The Navy.
Okay, because I see navy blue uniforms all over the place and white hats. And there's something about showing me that, because that's a little bit, that's like a dress uniform for Navy, and or it could be higher designation level. But I'm trying to find that out for her. Hold on. This is for Jasmine. There's something that she wants to do, very much she wants to get trained for, and that she's going to have that opportunity. Okay? So that's where the schooling is. You see, that's where the schooling is, and she's going to get that. Okay? And it's going to open up a lot of doors for her. She's going to be accepted into a special program. If she's not taken the test yet for acceptance, she will take it soon and be accepted into it. But she has the IQ, and she has the capability to do what she wants to do. And it feels a little bit like air traffic controller, but it couldn't be because it's the Navy. But it feels like that, like some kind of monitoring or some kind of seeing what's going on and making quick decisions in the moment. She has a high aptitude for responsiveness. She's very high. What do they call that? Reflexes. She has very fast reflexes, very quick mind. I bet you if anybody ever tried to smack her in the family, she probably was able to jump out of the way quickly enough. She's got quick reflexes. Very athletic as well. Does that answer your question?
Yes, but I was just wanting to make sure because she basically to make a long story, she basically says the dad and I hold on to her a lot. So I just wanted to make sure that are we doing the right thing as parents, and are we too overbearing for her?
I didn't hear the phrase of before. Are we too overbearing? There's something in there that she feels that maybe she feels you're holding on to her too much. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because you don't want her to go, obviously. Well, she's right in certain respects. She does have to go off and live her own life. But that is an odd thing for a young woman to do, or anybody to do, because you put yourself in harm's way. So we need to see what harm's way, if any, she will be in. Um, there's a sense of bravery about her, like she really does want to do service for her country. Which is not so great because we don't want her to go into harm's way. But as I mentioned, I heard that she was going to be trained for something. Okay, very specific. Okay, and it feels like it's more going to be, she has a high IQ. It's not going to be in battlefield, it's going to be in brain work, something to do with her abilities to see things, know things, cognitive skills, judgment skills. Let me just double check that to put your mind, and I hear her saying to you and your husband, her father, no, I want to be trained for XYZ. This is not, I'm not putting myself in battle. And then the two of you keep saying, yeah, but you don't know where they're going to put you. So let me just go see again. She will be, it looks like she's going to be trained for something that's going to put her out of harm's way. Okay?
Awesome. And last but not least, any numbers, Laura?
I get a number 4 right now for you, and I don't know if that means you have to try 4 times and let them pick the numbers for you. This is in the lottery, or if just the number 4 will be in there repeatedly. Uh, but that's the only number I'm getting right now. It's number 4.
Thank you, Laura. You have been awesome. I appreciate you every time.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. You're a doll. God bless, love. And thank you for your contribution to the
you.
animals. Okay, honey. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to Susie B. Yeah, Susie B. Susie, hold on, Susie B. Susie B, who I wanted to say Susie D because of the donation you made. How you doing, Susie? How you doing? Yeah, Susie just had an operation, everybody, so keep her in your prayers for rapid and speedy healing. Glad to hear that you are feeling better, love.
Yes. I'm resting when I can, and well, that's about it.
Aw, okay. Okay, so can I know that your show is going to be starting on Tuesday. It's not tomorrow, though. It's on the 17th?
No, it's the 17th.
So Susie B,
Yeah,
go ahead, honey, you talk about it.
that is Angelic Whispers with Margaret and Susie, and we are with the Be the Light Now Radio Network on BTR, and we'll be on from 8 to 9 on starting with Tuesday the 17th.
Okay.
So tune in with your questions, and we are going to have some little learning things and meditations. One of Margaret's favorite things is meditation. So tune in, and we can take a journey together.
Sounds good to me. Okay.
Yes. I don't have any particular question. If you just have a message that Spirit seems to want to give me today, I would gladly accept it.
Okay, let's see what we get. And everyone, please have questions ready because you'll get the best results that way. But for Susie, I know her well, so I can do this with her. In other words, I'm not opening up the floodgates for just tell me what you get. Okay.
I know, really.
Hold on, honey. Let me just see what I do get for you, sweetheart. Hold on. You're not? Oh. Yeah, we know that, Spirit. They just said to me, you're not feeling so well in your abdomen area these days. Okay, Spirit, we know that. But I feel there's something else going on, maybe a little bit above that. Are you having a little trouble with digestion these days, love? Susie?
It's throughout the whole surgery, the worst part was gas pains. Very, very bad. Nothing else, just gas pains.
Yeah, well, I know that because you already told me, but I feel a queasiness in your stomach, and maybe I'm projecting because I'm not having the best stomach myself today, but I feel a queasiness in your stomach.
I'm kind of upset, I'm kind of upset because during my whole time in the hospital and before or after, I hadn't heard from my oldest son, and so I actually reached out to him today and called him, and he called me back, and it actually was for a particular question that had to do with him and his family, and then he finally got around to saying, "So how are you feeling?"
Oh, God.
So,
okay, so there's, all right, so there's a queasiness in your stomach for that. Okay.
Upset about that. I just don't know if this is ever going to change with him. I mean, we could always hope and pray and send the violet flame, but I'm hoping that someday he'll, whatever it is that's bothering him, he has a change of heart.
Yeah. It's important to understand that people are the way they are, and our happiness really should depend on ourselves, not on their behavior. So let him be who he is, sending flame and this. It's like as if we're going to try to change him. We can't change him. We really can't change him. Let him be who he is. Love yourself first, and everything else will fall into place. I find the best thing to do is to just try to love myself first as best I can. So let me just see if there's any other message for you, sweetheart. Your health will improve tremendously after this. This was really weighting you down. Okay. let me just see if there's anything else I want to say. Oh, okay, something about one of your sisters. You have two at least, I believe, besides yourself. The older one is going to be connecting with you soon. Something with her own health. Something with her own health is going on right now. And you'll be talking about that and what she should do about that. I don't want to say, I don't want to say too much about that, but there's going to be a call that you're going to get from your older sister about her own health, and it's a glitch or something. And she hopes it's a glitch. She hopes it's nothing more serious than that. But you'll be discussing that. And overall, is there anything that Spirit needs to tell Susie B? Spirit, angels, guides for Susie B. Hold on. No, there's nothing more really other than you're on the right track with your health. You're on the right track with your heart. You're on the right track with your career. Don't overlook your gifts. They're there for you to develop.
Okay.
Okay, and that will become an alternate source of income for you in the future.
Wonderful. It's always wonderful to love what you do, isn't it?
It is. It really is. It really is. Although today, I'm so tired. No, I'm not really. I feel good. It's exciting, but sometimes it can get a little out of hand.
It is exciting, but the truth of the matter is this business is, you put a lot of emotion into readings, and so that does drain our as far as energy and tiredness level, but it doesn't necessarily drain our happy level. So
absolutely,
it's tiring, but it's a very wonderful job.
It is. It is. So anyway, that's basically what I'm getting for you, my dear. I was just checking also to see if anybody else is booked in for donation, but I haven't seen anybody else. Okay, so what I'm going to do, love, is I'm going to put you back to your place, and I'm going to go to a caller that's waiting in the queue. Okay?
Okay, hon. Thank you very much. I love you.
Love you too, honey. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay, I'm going to go to Kathleen. Oh, hold on, Kathleen. Hi, Kathleen. How are you?
Good, Laura. How are you?
I'm good, sweetheart. What can I do for you, my dear?
I'm dating a guy with the initials of J, D as in dog. Can you tell me if this relationship's going to go to another level where we live together or get married or whatever?
Let me take a quick look at that for you. And by the way, I don't do readings that are at a surface level. I usually go to soul level. There may be things there that'll come in that we need to know about also.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on one second, please. Well, it feels to me like you've been very liberal with him. You've been, kind of generous, or, letting him into your life.
Yeah.
I feel, though, he looks around and he wonders, there's a little bit of it taking it for granted. I have to say that. A little bit of taking
He's taking me for granted.
That's what I'm saying. Like a little bit of taking it all for granted. So the next question is, do you really think that this is the best thing for you? Because he's just taking it for granted. And that also could have an impact on him wanting to move in, because what I also get is a sense of, well, things are great now. It ain't broke now. Let me just look a little further. If he's going to come, if he would move in and be opportunistic, if he would move in and instead of taking you for granted would be, helpful partner, or the third thing is if he's getting everything he needs now, would he want to move in? Hold on one second, please. So he does want to move in, and he feels comfortable with you. It is a little bit of taking things for granted, but also I want you to understand that he's not as much taking you for granted as it seems on the surface, because he does have a lot of things to offer back. Maybe you already know this, but what I'm getting is the sense of his companionship. He's just a laid-back kind of guy. Okay, laid-back kind of guy. So it's up to you, but I do feel that it's going to work out in that direction. He's moving in that direction.
Well, his work is so far away, so if he moved in here with me, I didn't know if you saw him at another job or what, because he couldn't. The, the ride is just too far.
Okay, so then why are you asking me if he's going to move in if you've already decided that he shouldn't move in because he'd have to give up his job? Really what you're asking me is, would he move in even though he has a commute that's very extensive?
Okay.
May I look at everybody should ask the question they mean to ask. And that goes for everybody listening. Let me look at that for you, honey. Because I can't on the radio show and in any reading, I can't do double entendres. I have to go for the question. And if I'm led in that direction, then that's what everything's filtered through. So let me just say, hold on, this JD. Okay, so I do still feel that if he could get everything he needs without making any changes, he would continue to do so. He's not very ambitious to make a lot of changes. So if he doesn't move in literally, then he'll be there a lot with you. Okay, almost like he is moved in already. But in general, he's not a very ambitious person. He's kind of laid back, as I said before, and I don't want to say he's lazy, but he's just laid back. And the less that he has to do to change things, the better off he's going to feel about things. Okay, that's what I get basically for him. And you need to think this through because you're asking a question as if you want him to move in, but we also determine that he's taking you for granted. And, you know, it's not my place to give you any advice. I'm just being psychic right now. And but, you know, looking at the two things, you might want to think about that a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, sweetheart?
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. And yeah, please try to ask the question that you mean to ask, because what happens is this work is extremely sensitive, which means that if you ask a question that suggests that it's possible for the person to move in, or whatever the situation is, then the psychic filters the answer through that assumption. See? So you're leading the psychic in one direction that is not really the case. So the clearer and closer you can get to the real question, the better your answer will be. This way I'm not led down the wrong path. Okay, I'm going to Ola. And I know Ola. Hi, Ola.
Hi.
How are you, honey?
I'm good.
Good. But since I got a call from you, that means that you have not found work yet.
Well, kind of.
Okay. Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I found I'm working with a couple different companies, but I'm looking for something. Oh, I hear it echo. There. I'm looking for something stable part-time. So wondering if I've had a couple of interviews and hopefully going on to more, and wondering if you see anything part-time coming up. But I am working on my own thing as well. So.
All right, hold on. I don't like the part-time for you for some reason. I feel like you're bifurcating your efforts. You're going in two different directions. If there's any way that you can sustain yourself right now on your savings and push forward to your goal, I feel your goal is right around the bend.
Yeah, my savings is like the last month. So.
Then you need to. Then I also feel you might want to go to full time. Okay, and then continue to work on the business part-time, because a part-time income source does not feel like it really is the right thing for you. Maybe because it's just part-time income, and then you're kind of limping around on part-time income. You're not getting what you want in your business. So part-time, I don't get a good feeling about. What I get a good feeling about is either going for a full-time job right now, or putting full-time effort into the business, but you said you can't do that because the monies have run out. So the part-time thing just doesn't feel right is what I'm trying to say, sweetheart.
So full-time. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been doing part-time with my business, which I'm slowly picking up, but it's just nice to have a steady source of, steady source of income, just doing it for a little bit. While I'm getting more clients, but
yeah. But what I feel is that the part-time job that you would get would be more effort than it's worth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's going to screw you up. It's either going to take away from building your business, and it's not going to provide enough income. And then when you're done with it, you're going to be standing there pulling your hair out and saying, why did I waste all those months on this part-time effort? It would be better to go for a full-time job, because in the long run, it would actually be less effort for you. You'd make more income and you continue to build your business part-time. The part-time thing could be your business for now with a full-time job. Unless you feel that your business can pump up or plump up to full-time very shortly, which was another potential. But the part-time is no. I don't like it for you. I'm not getting a yes on that for you, and I don't think you're going to find anything that's really suitable to what you need.
Okay, so just look for full time then.
I would.
I was avoiding, but
yeah,
okay.
I would, because you're going to find that the full time is really not going to be that much of a headache. It's going to be less of a problem for you. You're going to have to put as much effort into the part time. You're not going to make as much money, and it's just going to be a waste of your time.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome, honey. God bless. Bye bye.
Okay, you too. Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, I'm going to move to Felice right now. Hey, Felice, what's up?
Hi, Laura. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, great. I had a wonderful experience at the church.
Wonderful.
I just wanted to tell you thank you, and I had a question for you.
Okay.
Would I be having another baby anytime soon? I keep having dreams of a baby, and it's kind of freaking me out.
Well, the first thing I get in my head is you don't want a baby. Is that correct?
I just think it would be too hard financially.
Yeah, okay, let me see. I don't think you're going to get one, have one, but I wonder why I think it's because, hold on. I think it's because you're trying to start your new work. That the baby represents the work, as if it's a creative activity. Okay. And besides that, you have a lot of health problems right now, right?
Yeah, I'm still having them, yeah.
Yeah, so you may not even be that fertile. I think it's because you're pregnant with ideas, pregnant with starting something new. A new baby stands for new beginnings. It doesn't have to stand for literally having a baby. Okay, I think what it's really saying is, on a heart and soul level, you really want a new beginning. You really, 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 really want a new beginning. You want to unleash your creativity. See, you also want to get better. See, and you want to start something new. So that's what it is really. You're just aching to get started on something new, and that's what the baby is. Now, there is, on another level, there's like a little bit of a muse from spirit world that's it seems to me like it's a guide, a spirit guide, that helps people try to birth new projects that seems to be wandering around you or trying to help you. And that's also part and parcel of this dream that you've been having, because it symbolizes a muse, a spiritual muse, if you will, to help awaken you and to move forward. Now, why did they use a baby is a good question, because to you it literally means giving birth to a baby, right? Let's see if I could.
Right.
Yeah, I want to see if I could figure that out for you, love. Why use a baby, spirits? Because it would get your attention, they're saying, and you wouldn't ignore it. So, so it was to get your attention.
The hell out of me, actually.
It was to get your attention, and you wouldn't ignore it. But it symbolizes you having a new start, a new beginning with your health, and also with your creativity, and monetarily also.
Awesome.
Okay.
Monetarily awesome.
Yeah. Say hello to Kevin for me at the chapel, okay?
Oh, definitely. I had a ball there. Like, I was meant to be. As soon as he came out for the readings, right away my great-grandmother came through. And right when she came through, it was thundering and lightning. I looked around. I was like, oh, the dramatic.
Oh, wow.
But it was an amazing experience. Yeah. So I knew, because I asked my great-grandmother, this is the place where I'm supposed to be. Please come forward first. And she did.
Oh, wow. That is wonderful. Okay. Well, good for you, honey.
So thank you so much for everything, Laura.
Oh, you're welcome, Felice. Love you, honey. Have a wonderful evening, darling.
I love you too. Stay blessed. Thank you, dear.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. I'm going to Jane. Hello, Jane.
Hi, Laura.
Hi. How are you this evening? Good. What can I?
My question is, I've created a partnership with my business to do an event in July,
Uh-huh.
and I just want to know if we're going to make money out of this thing.
So it's like a joint venture event, is what you're saying. That's happening in
Yeah.
July. Okay.
Yeah, and it's the first time we've worked together.
Okay.
And
I don't know. It seems to me like the marketing potential of the joint venture is more than just the money from the event. So what I'm getting is, yes, in the long term you'll make money, but the event might not be as fantabulous or fantastical in terms of income, but it provides for you a whole sequence of events that come out of it. So yes, you'll make some money from it, but you should look at it also as an investment to your future business building potential. Does that make sense to you, Jane?
yeah, I just, when you haven't worked with someone before.
Oh, okay. Let me see about the person you're working with. It's a man?
Yeah.
Yeah. And will he be fair with her? Let me just see. Well, he is very industrious. He does have a lot of energy. He does know what he's doing. It seems like your modalities are complementary. In other words, you're not stepping on his toes. He's not stepping on yours toes. He's got interesting the way they show me this. He's got a megaphone to show me that he's got good outreach to the community and public relations. He's a visible person. So he has good contacts. Yeah, I think that he's honest. I think he'll do a good job in partnering with you.
So far, it's all my contacts. That's, when you're doing something.
Okay. Well, maybe what the megaphone means is he's going to be doing a lot of outreach to be bringing in people, because I see him going, trying to bring people in.
Oh, yeah, you like to talk.
Ah, okay. Well, I think he'll be bringing in people for you. But not, if he doesn't have a mailing list, but let me just see, because you don't know if he does. You should know if he has a mailing list before you do something like this.
It's small. It's not a very big one. He's mailed his people.
Yeah. Well, I think that he's ambitious. I think that he'll put a lot of effort in, and he'll bring in as many people as he can now that he has this connection with you. But probably won't be able to bring in as many people as you have brought in. But still, it's a good thing to do. It's also a cookie cutter for the future for you, as a blueprint for other joint ventures you can do with other people. Perhaps those that might have a bigger mailing list and or more contacts already established. And actually, I do see someone coming down the road in about 6 months that you'll be doing something with as a female. And for some reason or other, color around her is a beautiful red color, like burgundy red. I don't know what that signifies, but it looks like she's wearing a beautiful dress, a burgundy red velvet, and that I guess what it means is she's got abundance to her. The color red is abundance. She also looks a little heavier in this picture that they're giving me of her. So, keep your eyes out for other people to do work with. It's good to start with this guy. It gives you a good experience and also can refine for the future. So I look at this event as okay. You're not going to make that much money out of it, but you will make some. But it's really a good experience for you, and it will bring you in some new clients that he's going to finagle in. You're going to bring in because of it, because of the way it comes together. It's exciting and it brings people in, but also it's a good experience for you for the future.
Okay, Laura. Yeah, because I just, when you're doing these things, they take so much energy to pull them together.
Definitely. What's going on in the background there?
Oh, a dog.
Oh, wow. It sounds like something's rolling around over there. Say hello to your dog for us. Yeah, it's good. It's a good thing, but it's not going to be the thing. It's a building thing, is what I like to say about it. It's a building thing. It's a building thing about process, how to improve your process for doing this. It's a good idea to do this, is what they're saying, you guys. It's not the only thing that you will be doing in the future to build business, but it will help your business in some ways. But I think that you'll streamline the process. It won't be as much work, and that you will be doing another 3 to 4, maybe 6 months with somebody else.
Okay. Okay. Well, thanks, Laura.
Thank you.
Keep working.
Okay, honey. Thanks for calling in, love. Have a blessed evening.
Alrighty.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to Shalina. Hey, Shalina, what's
Hi,
up?
how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good, thank you. Very nice meeting you.
Same here. Thank you for joining our mailing list.
Actually, my question was going to be similar to the other ladies. I wanted to know if you saw me having any more children. I do have a daughter right now who's 3.
Sure. Let's see what we get for you, Shalina. You are going to have another one. And it's, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
That's good news.
Yeah, it's like I do get a yes if it doesn't feel that far out, and it feels like you must be wanting to have one or trying to have one. So,
Yeah, I want a little boy.
yeah, I feel it's not that far away. I'm not sure if you're going to have a boy, though. It feels more like another girl, so I can check that for you. But you'll be happy with whatever child comes in, whatever soul comes in. Let me just see something. Yeah, let me just see something, Shalina, honey. Feels like it could be a boy also. Let me just look at what you're doing as far as gender goes, if you're doing anything specific. Hold on. And I get the about 3 months from now, I believe you'll be pregnant. So within 3 months you'll be pregnant. Yeah. And let me
The
just.
reason I ask is because I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, let me just look at one other thing, honey, and then I'll come back to you, darling. Hold on.
Okay.
You are doing things. I think you are doing something to try to help pick the gender of the child, either the time of ovulation or something. But I feel that you are working on that, so that could help it be a boy. Now, what were you going to say, darling?
I was going to say that we are scheduled. We have our wedding set for next year, July. So my fiance is like, I don't know if we should be cautious of if we get pregnant now, and then the wedding is going to run into the same time as the wedding. Like, and I'm just like, hey, I just leave it up to God. It's going to happen when it's meant to happen, regardless. So we're not trying not to get pregnant.
That's for sure. Because I said about 3 months from now. Let's see, it's July, August, September. Okay, so it looks to me so if you do get pregnant in September, then you got another 9 months before you're ready. Now let me see, from September to October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. Oh, it'll be right around June. Are you planning to marry in June?
July 31st.
Oh, okay. Well, you'll be out of the baby would probably be born by then, which is not such a bad thing. So I don't know what to say, but I have to go. So if you don't want to have a child, if you want to plan it a little differently, then you're going to have to change what you're doing right now. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome, honey. God bless. Bye.
You too. Thank you.
Okay, bye. Yeah. Wow. Because what I'm getting is they weren't really, they weren't trying not to have a baby. Now, why is that going like that? Okay, good. It opened up. Okay, I'm going to Kathy. Hey, Kathy, what can I do for you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
That was my birthday.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday to
I had to
you.
tell somebody, right?
Oh, you poor baby. No, you are.
No, I know. I'm feeling a little bit sorry for myself. My husband's out of town, and my family, my son texted me, and he's gonna call me later. But my dad, he must be getting a little older now, so he just didn't remember. And I'm a little lonely, but overall, I'm okay. I'm a big girl.
Well, you're with us now on the radio show, so we're all giving you one huge big hug, and I'm giving you a beautiful virtual rose. Okay? So happy birthday to you, Kathy. Happy birthday.
Thank you much.
Okay, now what can I do for you, darling? As far as the media.
Well, I've been getting your emails and watching your show, not every week, but often.
Okay.
And I've really enjoyed it. I've called in a few times. I like doing astrology. I'm very new in all this stuff, but I went to a hands-on class, and there was a clairvoyant or I don't know, whatever there, and I was trying, and I had a question there, and I wanted to talk to this fellow that I know that passed away recently, And she said that I have a lot of people around me that someone is really, really adamant about talking. And it was my mother who passed 8 years ago. And I'd like to see if you can talk to my mom, I guess. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it. She passed 8 years ago. And, you know,
And why didn't that?
What? Me really wanted.
Yeah, but why didn't that medium bring in your mother? If she's going, whoever it was said that the mother's there, why didn't they follow through? Oh,
She brought my mom in, and she just told me that my mother wanted to tell me that she was sorry.
Oh, okay. And you also have a father.
And,
don't you
I
have?
No, you can expand on that.
Well, what I'm going to do, I don't read against other psychics' readings, but I will give you what I get. I also feel that there's a male in spirit for you. I think that's what I brought in before. I think I brought in your father once before, a father figure for you. Is that correct, love?
I've never talked to you before.
Okay. I feel that there's a male around you as well, father figure for you. Do you have a father? That could also mean a grandpa, so I'm sure you have a grandfather in spirit. So I won't say much more about that other than he's more dominant energy than your mother right now, at least as far as my vibrations go. So I'm going to do that a little bit, and then we'll come back to you, see if your mom wants to pop in. But I also see a man that has a little bit of a ruddier complexion. His nose is a little bit more rounder, if you will, a little bit fuller. It looks like he lived. Well, he looks older in the picture I'm getting of him, but not that old. He doesn't look like he lived to a very, very advanced age. Let me see what else I get. Whiter skin, a little bit of ruddiness in the skin. The eyes are a little bit hanging down, a little bit sad looking. And also, looks like he comes from a northern climate, a cooler climate. Does this sound like anybody that you know? I can drop it, I can continue in that direction, go over to your mom. Do you understand this for anyone you know, please?
Well, I understand that would probably be my grandfather, except for I wasn't very close with him, unless he was just trying to tell me something, you know?
Well, let me explain to you. What a medium does is they pick up the energy that's strongest of the moment. Doesn't mean you know them that well. Doesn't mean you know them intimately. Doesn't even maybe mean you want to hear from them. But that's the way the mediumship works. I just want to get a validation of that. That he has he's a little bit ruddier complexion, white skin, northern climate. No, the nose is a little bit rounder, and it has a lot of red in it. There's
my father's father is he was an alcoholic.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
A long time ago.
Okay, that's fine. He's here. He's also here. And he is, I didn't want to say it, but with the red nose a little bit, looked like he was a drinker, and he also has cardiovascular issues. And he also looks like he's cold for some reason, like as if he's showing me that on Earth he might have been out in the cold sometimes, maybe when he was drinking or whatever, not taking care of himself. I'm going to go down to see if I can pull in your mommy, okay? And we'll see. I mean, she may not want to come in for me, okay? Let me just see who we get now. So is that your father's mother, the one that we just did?
Father. My father's father.
Father's father? Okay. Hold on. Because that was the strongest energy around you. And okay, I'm sorry I have to give you these messages, but he's asking for forgiveness for the whole family. Now, sometimes they come in because they have their agenda, you see. So we have to acknowledge that in all kindness to them. Let me see now. Thank you, Dad.
What?
He's come. What was your question?
He said sometimes they come in because he's asking for forgiveness for what? For the whole family.
He's saying he's sorry. He's just coming in. He wants to be heard. Okay? And we as people who connect with the other side, it's not all about what we want. They're actually more in control of the session. The medium is the receptor. We receive the information. So we allow, as best we can, spirit to speak. We're not going to deprive Grandpa of his chance to say hello to you. But I'm not going to just stop at Grandpa in courtesy to you. I'm going to try to go to your mom, but to be honest with you, I don't feel her energy right now. But let's just be silent for a moment and see if I can pull her in. Hold on. So there was, first thing I had gotten before was this color of yellow. Yellow usually means learnedness. I wasn't sure if it was her hair color or not, or if she had lighter hair, but now I see hair is a little bit darker. So the hair that I'm getting is darker. I see hair that actually goes to shoulder length, and they can show at any time in their life. The yellow would mean something to do with learnedness or a learned person, or that information is needed here. Maybe the information is I need to get her in here. I don't really know, but I just got yellow. Yellow usually means, when it comes from spirit, that this is a person who knows a lot. Okay, who knows a lot, who's a learned person. I see dark hair. I see shoulder length. It's mostly a blunt cut. It has a little bit of a wave to it. They can show it any time in their life. I also hear something about you having a sister as well on Earth. Do you understand a sister for yourself, please, Kathy?
Yes, I do have a sister.
Okay. And also, go ahead. What? What did you
Sounds
say?
like she might be asking about my sister.
She may be. I don't know yet. We're going to let her develop a little bit. Did your mom have dark hair at least sometime in her life?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, she's here. Then I think she is here. I feel, okay, heart of gold, loving person, very kind person, soft-spoken. She's going to give me a few physical things, and then we'll go on to more of a personal message. I see she's had different sizes to her body, sometimes a little extra weight on. And one of the visions she gives me is she went thinner when she's younger, a little bit chunkier, thicker in the body as she got older. For some reason or other, I don't see her. Yeah, I don't see her at a very advanced age for some reason, and that could mean she didn't live to an advanced age, or it could just mean she just wants to show me herself up to middle age. But what I see is middle aged, more chunkier, thicker body, and even advanced middle age, she says, a little bit more. Yeah. I also hear that there's a son under her, which would mean that you have a brother or that there's a grandson to her. Do you understand a grandson or a brother to yourself, please?
I have a younger brother.
Okay, so she has a son also. So she's showing me a few different things. I don't know what she passed of just yet. I hear lung troubles, cardiovascular, difficulty breathing. Difficulty breathing. Do you understand difficulty breathing and lung troubles for mom, please?
She had an onset of COPD. She quit smoking.
Okay.
She might be telling me that I'm going to if I don't quit.
No. Let me just explain, love. What they're giving me, what she's giving me is facts because I tell them I need the facts. So what she just said was breathing issues, lung problems, and you just said yes to that without realizing it. We haven't gotten to your personal message yet, so let's just enjoy the journey, okay? She says she loves you very much, and she's given me enough now to have made a positive idea of herself. I also see she has a fairer complexion, whiter skin with a ruddiness or pinkness under the skin. Not ruddy, but just a little, like a pinkish kind of complexion. Pretty woman. Straight nose, nice jawline, nice woman, nice looking woman. She says, but I didn't take care of my health much, and then she laughs a little bit. She has a little bit of a raspy laugh, as usually smokers do. Or she says she wished she'd given it up earlier in her life, but she just couldn't give it up. It wasn't easy for her, as it isn't for you. She says she doesn't want to give you advice about your health. She says you know better than that, and I respect you, Kathy, she says, for your judgment. She says she knows that you would have given it up a long time ago if you could have as well. It's not that easy, is it? It's not that easy, is it? And as she says that, I also feel that there's a son under you, even though you said you have a brother when I asked if you had a son, which is correct. But I also feel that there's a male under. Do you also have a son, please? Oh, what happened to Kathy? Oh, my goodness. Hold on for a second. She's completely gone. Okay, Kathy, I don't know what happened, honey, but you got cut off. I'm going to go to another caller. Which is 859. Hello, this is Laura. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, Laura.
Oh, hello there. How you doing, Patricia?
I'm doing much better. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm doing somewhat better. Like you said, spirit wins in the end.
Yeah, want to hear something, and we only have a couple of minutes left to work, but one of the things when I first connected to your health issues during a session on the radio show is I felt that your lungs were the thing that were the most dangerous. Hold on.
And it was my fault. I didn't get like this overnight, and I am so much better. I've dropped a total of
about 49 pounds.
Wow.
So
That's a lot of pounds.
I'm on the road to recovery, but like I said, I didn't get like this overnight, and thank God I sent that terrible email to you a long time ago. It was meant to be.
Okay, I only have a couple of minutes left, so let's get to your question, honey, or whatever you want me to do for you.
I just wanted to see if there was anybody around me.
Okay, messages from spirits. Thank you, honey, for giving me the opportunity to be of service to you. Your mother is here. Father figure, and we know you have two fathers in spirit, one you didn't know well and the other one your stepfather. The first one that wants to step forth, I believe, is your stepfather more than your mother even right now. I guess we had your mother in once before last. So your stepfather wants to come in. I know both of them smoked. He's coughing a little bit just to really rub it in about smoking. He's laughing a little bit. He says, hey, now you know you have to take care of your health, don't you? I want to give you a couple of...
Yeah, that's funny. That's my dad, my biological.
That's
funny because that's something that my stepdad did all the time.
Was what?
Was on me about the smoking.
Oh, he didn't smoke, but your father did. Oh, your biological father did.
Biological, yes. But he was always on me every day about it. About the smoking.
Your biological father was. Okay. So I see him. He was a smoker, and he was on your case about smoking. Wasn't that ironic?
My stepdad was not a smoker. He was the one on my case.
Oh, okay. So each of them had a part of that. Okay, thank you, honey. Well, both of them seem to want to speak a little bit. I guess they're kind of coming in together to go naughty, naughty, naughty. Take care of your health. They're glad that this happened. They said it was in the works for a while. You didn't want to hear about it or know about it, but now you know, and that's really for the good, the highest good of all. I see a man with dark hair, dark brown hair, who is, I believe, your father, your biological father. I believe he's the one because he's showing me the garage that he worked out of sometimes, the house with the lake and all. Remember we talked about that? He showed me that house again with the garage. He says, you didn't want to come to visit me that often when you were growing up. He says, I would have taken you in more, but you weren't all that interested in it then. He says, but now you always want to hear from me, huh? And he's laughing a little bit. And he's not, I know you didn't ask for him, but he's thinking that you're asking for him. This is kind of ironic, isn't it? And I also see green eyes. So either he had green eyes or someone else in the family has green eyes. Do you have green eyes, or does he have green eyes?
He had green eyes.
Okay, so he's showing me the green eyes. He wanted to do that fast so that we could get through the identification process. He wanted to give me something specific. He says, I love you very much, my dear one, my fair one, my love. He says, I am coming in to visit with you at night some these days. And for some reason or other, he says he gives you a cup of coffee to drink every now and then to clear your lungs, something warm to drink to clear your lungs. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
Oh.
90 seconds.
Breathing, plus my heart rate was dropping, and
some
he had me drinking coffee at night.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well then he's part of that. He's letting you know he knows, but he also is he's trying to take responsibility in a way of giving somebody an idea that the coffee, and I'm thinking, what the heck, coffee at night? So he's having you drink coffee at night to clear your lungs and to feel better. He says that will work to perk you up a little bit and get you through this really tough time.
Seconds.
He says, soon there will be a new beginning for you and everything is going to get much better. I'm glad that you had to go through all this. As difficult as it seemed, it was worth it all because it put you back on track for yourself and your health. I'm at it. Yeah, I'm at.
If I could just say one thing, that's what killed my father, was smoking.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
So he wanted to come in, yeah.
His way of, he was 58, so I'm not too far behind.
Oh, okay, sweetheart. Wow.
I started a medication today, to help me get me through the rough spots. So I'm doing really good on the medicine.
Yay!
It's willpower. It's not easy, but
10 seconds.
Please, if you smoke, put them down. It's never too late.
Aww.
It's never too late. And you feel so much better. It's been a couple weeks, and I feel like I was hardly ever a smoker. I was coughing up blood. It was pneumonia. I got very lucky.
Oh.
I really thought I had lung cancer, and it came back, nothing was there. So I got a second chance.
Thank goodness.
Anybody, please put them down. Yes, put them down.
Okay, sweetie,
Anyway,
I have to hop because
thank
you, love. I love you so much. You take care, honey.
right.
All right, darling. Thank you.
Laura.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, honey. Okay, I want to thank everybody for tuning in this evening, and thank you for witnessing the miracle of spirit. We had a couple of readings that were quite interesting. One of them was Patty's, and hers are always interesting. And Kathy, I don't know what happened to her before. She just got dropped, but her mother was there loud and clear. And there were a number of other people that we had wonderful experiences with. I want to thank everybody for listening, and I look forward to working with you all on Wednesday if you have time to call in 1 p.m. Eastern Time, or next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going now to a training class. If anybody's interested in learning automatic writing, just go to spiritmediumtv.com, and item number 3 on that page will link you through. Okay, good evening, everybody. Bye.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.